As you go through this process of the healing, you will find that you will almost recover your energetics more so because you become more centered and aligned. Remember, I said to you the other day, it's almost like you said you started to kind of do more manifesting in your business and all these things were starting to align. It's almost like your energy was almost feeding into so many people. And now it's like you've really realigned on your own path. So, reclaiming energetics is a progression, I want to say, but it's great that you're aware. So, if anybody was aware of how they're feeling, I could kind of look at those associations each time to almost break or weaken what those restrictions are. So I want to say that you talked about shopping centres and supermarkets. I don't love shopping centres either. There's a lot of energies. That crystal I created creates a real feeling of freedom for people because you're not having bombardment of all these other energetics. But in saying that, somebody that has been in deep survival stress for a very long time, it's a sensory overload as well. So as neurological structures recover and repair more, you'll find you have more capacity to process these things. It's almost like it just becomes more heightened and aware of it because it creates more of a depletion because you don't really have the structures to kind of tolerate it for too long, as being said. But I want to talk about friendships because I think that there comes more realizations with each unique relationship of what really serves and what doesn't. Now, I would be wise to look at each engagement and relationship. You might have some that need to see you later. Remind yourself in your energetics, I am safe. And the way that I remain even more stable is to kind of keep my energy to myself. It's mine. I've worked you've got to remind yourself, I've worked so hard for this. I'm not just going to constantly keep filtering it out and giving it away, right? You don't have to second guess yourself all the time. You're not overstepping the mark. You're not saying something wrong. There is nothing wrong with the truth. And if you have dynamics and friendships where some of these things can't be heard or said, or I have to moderate myself all the time, maybe it's not a great friendship. There's a lot of elements, and each situation could be a slightly different recovery process, it's saying to me. Because some, it might just mean that it's a signal to say, I don't enjoy this engagement. Why am I doing it? Duty and shoulds are horrible and create more of what we don't want. And then on the other hand, going, okay, I really care for this person and I was feeding into too much of their energetics without permission. Don't do that without permission. And so it's not my job. I could be a sounding board, and that is the way I offer resolution rather than my energetics trying to offer or, re-regulate or do all these other things because it's draining for me. So even the soul modules that I created, it talks about asking the right question. You get the right answer, but you have to wait. You have to leave it there. It's not, if I want an answer straight away, I'm asking my mind to answer me. Right? Why am I feeling this way?
Yeah.
Why was I not able to kind of create that energetic field? Or it's just kind of prompting and being curious and asking. And, especially what I teach is I want people to do exactly what you're doing, is prompting self and asking questions, and then you'll get these responses and this new level of awareness starts to arise. And then if I have a new level of awareness, I'm like, okay, well, I could direct my energetics favorably then. There is messages underneath kind of messages and things. And sometimes a situation that you feel like this is always happening, it could cross-reference many different things. It might not be running exactly the same. And so you're wise to look at each, time and see, what do I need to look at? Or I'm actually fully in integrity in this person. Maybe this friendship is really outdated now and I just need to, start to kind of walk my own path more and not just hold on to, outdated structures.